Hello, I believe I am live. Please say hi when you get here. Pardon me for 1 minute. So far, I'm all by myself. I don't see anybody here. It is Thursday, right? Hi, Karen. You are here. I was just going to start crying because it was like, I'm all alone. And then I'm thinking, is it Thursday? Because it's been a crazy week and sometimes I don't know what day it is. That's crazy. That's crazy. Karen, how are you doing? Nice to see your name pop up here. I see that there are other people here. Good morning, Chris. Welcome here. Thanks for saying hi. Jenna is back. Thank you, Jenna, for saying hi. I appreciate that. Welcome, welcome. Hey, Shell. Hope it's not too busy at work that you can stay. Yeah, so I want to welcome you all here. My name is Denise Willerton. I'm an independent Stampin Up demonstrator in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. I am not going to be doing a live for the next 2 weeks. I'm heading to Vancouver and I'm staying a little bit longer so that I can go hang with my family there as well. So for 2 weeks, there will be no Facebook lives, but I will do my best to keep you all in touch. I'm going to on stage in Vancouver, and I'm not the best. I know Shell had said, take lots of pictures, and I'm like, okay, I will. Confession, I am not the best at taking pictures. I can take them. Thanks for sharing, Karen. But I always forget to take them. I've got your name down, Karen. Thank you for that. Anyway, let's get on to a little bit of business, and I will keep looking at the comments and let me know if you share. November tutorial bundle is out. This does say October. I don't have it yet, but if you do place a $65 order in November, I will send you the bundle. So at present, I don't know how many people are in the November tutorial bundle. There's usually anywhere from I was going to say 35, but you know what? I think we're usually closer to 37 to 40. Okay. So if you place a $65 order with me, I will send you the bundle. Or if you want to just pay for the bundle, it's $25. Jenna, I wish you were coming too. Oh, I wish you were coming. So anyway, so that's the November tutorial bundle. And good morning, Shell. Birthday card organizer kit. Jenna was playing with it last week. I have not, I took it out of the box, but I haven't played with it yet. But I'm excited about this. So if you are interested in that, let me know. You know what? Let me show it to you. Sorry about that. It's just a beautiful kit, okay? And it comes with everything to make, I forget what it is now. I want to say 16 cards. I could be wrong. And then you have this beautiful book. You can color that further if you want. And there's pockets everywhere. And I obviously have it upside down. There's pockets everywhere. So there is also a, so there's the pockets where you would put your cards that are ready. And in your kit, in here, you have the months. So you can post what month it is and then put down, you know, the birthdays and have the cards ready to go if you're highly, highly organized. Donna, well, hello, my island mate. Donna, are you going to on stage? 12. Thank you, Jenna. There are 12 in here. And so that's the birthday card organizer. And then this is now available to you if you are not a Stampin' Up demonstrator. You can purchase this now. It is beautiful. I used it last week, and I think I used it the week before, so I'm not using it again today. just because I don't want to bore you with the same thing every time. But there's tons of beautiful, beautiful cards, pardon me, that were created using that. So, Lucy, thank you for sharing. There we go. So the girls that share are entered for my draw. Good morning from YouTube at Darlene. While you're on YouTube, give me a thumbs up. That helps with all the algorithm stuff, okay? And Donna, I'm sad that you're not going as well, but I know some people that are going. BYOP was on Saturday. It was great fun. I served lunch and it was just a great day. I have a little bit of room for my November classes. So my virtual is on Monday the 7th. That's this coming up. And Tuesday morning and Tuesday evening here in my home. I've got a couple of spots left. If anyone is interested, let me know. So virtually, I do that usually by, thanks, Darlene. I usually do that by either Zoom or StreamYard, just depending on how many people join. My preferred platform is StreamYard, okay? Today, let's get right to it. I am going to do a one-sheet wonder. And so this is, I took a class from the amazing Ruth Thrice, who lives in, I believe it's Wales. And Ruth, I apologize if I'm wrong. But she is just the master at doing this. And actually, you know what? I think I'm using, I put my foam mats down for, what am I trying to say here? For, what am I trying to say? Photopolymer, but I don't believe I'm using photopolymer. So this is just I need a bigger scrap here. This is you know what I need to do? Hang on. This is what I need to do. Sorry. I was standing here, and I'm not joking. I was standing here for 5 minutes waiting to go live, thinking, okay, I'm totally ready. Clearly, I'm not. I need an assistant. Hello, Regina from Germany. Love seeing your name pop up. Well, I love seeing all of your names pop up. It's just something about someone overseas. I don't know what that is, where I get all giddy and excited. So I just have, oh, Regina, thank you. I will mark your name down. I will add that to the wheel at the end. So standard 8.5 by 11, basic white. There's my stamp set. What do I want to use? I think I'm going to use True Beauty. Let's get that mounted. What flower do I want? Let's grab this one, okay? I grabbed that one last time, and you know what? I meant to bring, did I bring it forward? I did not. I meant to bring a card forward that I did using this technique. So I'm just going to pick up this block. So there it is, mounted. Let's grab some Blushing Bride. Good morning, Lorraine. And Lorraine, you shared. Thank you. I will add you. Andrea, you're here too. How nice. Okay, so we're gonna grab Blushing Bride, and confession here. It's not a true pink. I like to describe it kind of as a brown pink, if that makes any sense. And if I can be honest here, it's not my favorite pink. Don't tell anybody. So I'm going to ink that up, and I want to, yeah. But on a one-sheet wonder, that might make a difference, right? Because then you're pulling in other cards. So the inspiration behind this one-sheet wonder, and did I bring that forward? There is there is a challenge that I'm doing this card for. So it's the color throwdown, and it's challenge number 717, and they want you to use these colors. They don't specify, because you can use any product that you want. So they want a yellow, a pink, and a green. And so that's where I am getting the inspiration for the colors that I'm using today. I'm going to stamp, and I'm going to stamp again. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to stamp and stamp again. So basically what I'm doing is I am just creating my own design paper. And when Ruth does these, hers look beautiful, like right from the get-go. And mine are always a hot mess. I don't know. Like I never really like them. I don't. But once I get them cut, it's so weird how that just changes everything for me. That didn't stamp very well, but, and last time I did this, I did not leave myself enough white space. So I'm going to try to do that a little bit different today. I have a bad habit of filling in so much. Let's just add one here and one there. I don't like how that's stamped. And I guess it's because I was in a corner and I wasn't fully on. So I should have inked up again, stamped off, and then went. And then you don't end up with, right, with that kind of that line. So that's it for Blushing Bride. So then we're going to grab the green that they wanted. And I chose Soft Succulent because I liked those colors together. I love my foam matte. Okay, let's put that. Where am I going to put this so I don't lose it? I lose things. Anybody else lose things, or is it just me? Let's grab our Soft Succulent, and let's grab, I pulled out some other stamp sets. Let's grab Forever Fern. I love these. They're so beautiful. Okay, which one do I want? I am going to want a small one. And you can tell I inked that one up a fair bit because I love it. You know what? Let's do this one. I don't think I've inked that up for a while. And okay, that's what we're going to do. So let's pick that up. And I want to see what that looks like. Oh my goodness, Shell. Like right now my desk looks clean. It's an optical illusion. It seriously is. And you know what? I need a cloth. I don't want the stem. So let's just clean the stem off. Love it. And because I was on the edge, I would end up with that line. So we're just going to, let's go this way, right here. And so we're just building this. And so if you do try this technique, don't be hard on yourself. Just keep going. You may not like what you're seeing, but you know what? Just keep going. And so I do want to say, leave yourself your white space. Don't worry if you go over a little bit. And so I'm just kind of, I'm sort of staring down and eyeballing where I would want to place. No rhyme or reason. Like now that I've added the Soft Succulent, I'm starting to like it already. That was a little bit close, I think, but it doesn't matter. It's design paper. So what ends up happening is when you cut this, you no card is going to be the same, which I love that. So they're sort of the same, but not really. Let's get some darker right in there. I love this color. You know what? These in colors, which are last year's, what are the dates on this? This is the 2021 to 23 in colors. I think these are, did I clean that? I think these are my favorite in colors ever. I love the soft succulent. I love it all. The evening evergreen. I'm like, oh, I'm going to be so sad when they go. I am a green person. I know not everyone is. Okay, so I think, do I want one right here? And so here's where I kind of fall off the rails. I haven't been looking up. Talking about losing, oh, you feel like you're losing. Yeah, okay, well that's gone. My mind, Darlene, I'm with you. Susan, you know what? It is so fun. And what I was just going to say was sometimes what I end up doing is I end up overthinking, right? Um, and so you know, like right now I'm like, do I need one here? But I think I do, and I'm overthinking it, but I'm just going to go for it. And it really is a lot of fun. So you should give it a go. You really should give it a go. Yeah, the losing your mind thing, it's like, wow, it's so bad for me. If I don't, like, let's say I'm going upstairs to get something. This is embarrassing to admit. If I don't say out loud what I'm going for, we're going to mount this guy. By the time I get upstairs, I'm like, I know I came up here for something, and what was it? And Kathy, hello to you. See, we're all in the same boat. I love it. I love it. Oh, I don't know. Is it blurry for anyone else? Maybe it just sort of looks that way because of what I'm working on. So I'm staying with soft succulent. They did want a yellow. What was I? No, I'm going to stay with soft succulent. But what I'm going to do with this one, and same thing, I want to clean off that stem. I am going to clean the stem, and now this has been stamped off once, so it just ends up being a little bit softer. And I am going to, again, no rules, I'm just going to try to bring this close to where the other ones are. Okay, do you see how this is starting to come to life? Stamp off. Let's add that right here. And so when I create my card, because I forgot to stamp that one off. When I create my card, for those that shared, I will enter your name for that draw. Shelley, it's been so long. And thank you that you had no meeting today. Welcome here. Stamping off every time. I have to take my sweater off. I am cooking. Cooking. Where do I want this? Where do I want this? See, I'm overthinking. I think I want it here. Let me take this off because I'm roasting. You called your husband at work this morning. Oh no. Oh no. Yep. Yeah, no, Shell, you were calling him to say, we're going out for supper tonight, right? That's what you were calling him to say. Stamp off, clean the stem, stamp off. Just trying to make sure that all my flowers do have a leaf. I'm not worried about the white space. I want some here. And you know what, Shell? I've done that too, so you're not alone. I think we've probably all done it. Or I will text Dean and I'll say, I'm going live in 10 minutes. Please don't phone me, because I tried to phone him and it happened today, true story. And he obviously was busy because he did not answer his phone, and I forgot to clean that stem off. Not a big deal. But see, there's why, I don't know if you can see that. There's why I do try to clean my stem off, because I don't want that little stem line, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, let's clean that off because I think I'm done with that. So I kind of look, I sort of, you know, when you blur your eyes, not really blur your eyes, but I just kind of stare down at it and I'm like, okay, am I good with my my colors? Okay, let's put the soft succulent away, and that challenge called for some yellow. So I grabbed So Saffron, and I want to put in there what Ruth calls dottage. So there's some dottage right there in Quiet Meadow. So let's get that mounted, and I need a different block altogether. And I think this one will work. You girls are so used to seeing me on the Stamparatus, because I am a Stamparatus snob. I really am. You're probably like, whoa, she actually does stamp. And sometimes I do. I want to stamp off first. Lorraine, you know what? Really, it is so fun. And so then when you cut it, you're going to cut it to your card panel size that you want. It always ends up being a little bit too big. So then, and I'll show you, so then you'll end up with a strip, which then you can decorate the inside. Yeah, I'm gonna want to stamp off of this. And hopefully my dottage is not too big. And so what I'm doing is I am just filling in my white space with the dottage. I wish I wouldn't have done that, because now it looks like there's a line there, and I don't really, but really that's where I sort of overthink things. Give it a go. It seriously is so much fun. I love doing these. I'm not the best at it. Ruth is the best. Just finding my white spots, remembering to stamp off, because I want, did I ink that? I want this sort of subtle. So I will be posting this on my blog. I don't really need one there. Let's go right here, just a little bit. Okay. I don't really need one there, because sometimes I start filling in too much. You know what? This cardstock right here, Susan, is just regular size. I am going to cut it down though. So I'm creating my DSP first, and I didn't clean that very well. And then I'm going to cut that down to panel size, which ends up being too big. So then there's always a little snippet that gets to be cut off. And now It doesn't call for gray, but with most color challenges, a neutral color, they will accept. Should I go with gray granite or smoky slate? I don't know what color to go. I think I'm kind of, I don't know. What do you think? Should I go with gray granite or smoky slate? I don't think it really matters. I just want to find something really small. Actually, I think I know what I'm going to do with that. I want a real, I think I'm going to go with smoky slate and stamp it off. There you go, Shell. There you go. We're on the same page. I'm going to go with smoky slate and I'm going to stamp it off. I'm going to grab this kind of, I don't know, like messed up typewriter stuff. And so that is going to be the gray, the smoky slate. I need a different, block altogether. There we go. I thought I had them all out, the ones that I needed. Let's lay that down. And here's where some of the magic really starts to come to life. So I'm going to ink that up and stamp it off and decide if I actually want it stamped off twice, and I think I do. So we're going to go tap, tap, tap. Oh, and Donna's saying gray granite as it has a brown tone, and you're right, it does. 1, 2, and then, but I already mounted my smoky slate. 1, 2. I hope I don't regret doing this. Whoa, I just about stamped it on. So right now, in my mind, what I'm looking at, I feel like I'm looking at a hot mess. I really do. But once I cut it, and we're going to, I just feel like it kind of comes together. So it's almost like there's no rules. Do I want another? I don't know if I do. I think I'm okay. Less is more, right? Let's stop. Let's stop right there. So when I come to a place where I'm like, yeah, you know what? It is very subtle and I wanted it that way. I could have even maybe stamped it off 3 times. Okay, let's put that away before I stick my finger in it. And now we are ready to create our card. So let's cut that. So if I cut this, which is what I normally like to do. So we've got 8.5. Halfway is 4 1/4. I'm going to cut that at 4 1/4. And then we have 11. And halfway is 5 1/2. So we're cutting that right in half. Okay. And that's where I end up, Susan, with my little pieces. Okay. So there you have it. Oh, I shouldn't have done it twice. I thought I could do 2 layers, but I guess I didn't press hard enough. My bad. My bad. Okay, there we go. So do you see how now that I've cut this all up, it's just an entirely different look. This is too big for a card panel, and I do want my DSP to be 5 by 3 3/4. So let's design our card with what was right at the top. I don't need to kind of, guess which one I want first. So we are going 5. Is that right? Yeah, 5. There's our little piece that we can put down at the bottom of the inside of our card by 3 3/4. So I don't throw those little cutaways until the very end when I'm finished my card, because now if I do a portrait or a landscape, I've got a little smidge for both of them. I'm looking to see if the card that I did last week is present, and it's not. So now this is cut to size. So again, this measures 5 by 3 3/4. Okay. Susan, while you're on, and I always feel really cheesy and kind of spammy when I do this. While you were on Facebook, apparently, and I'm a slow learner, this just came to my attention last week. When people give you a heads up on YouTube, it actually bumps up your algorithm. So any of you who are Stampin' Up demonstrators that do lives, encourage your people to give you a thumbs up on YouTube. Okay. Okay, let's do our sentiment. And I do have that mounted on my Stamparatus. And I like to add little handles to my windows, right? And to my magnets. So that's just DSP, and right now it's not retired. It will be one day. Let's do our sentiment in soft subtle, because that's the color that I'm going to be using for my my frame. I'm going to frame that out. Regina, thank you. So there we go. Let's let that dry for a moment. And I think that is all of our stamping. Okay. And I thought that this would look really nice as a sympathy card, well, or a thinking of you card. And I'm going to create more, so I don't want to unmount that. So I want to cut these, and I'm going to use the Beautiful Shapes dies. Close that before you stick your finger in it. And do I want to cut that as a circle, or do I want to cut that as a, what is this called? A stop sign. I don't know. I could probably use the smaller one. So there we go. Let's see what we have. Susan, thank you. Oh, when you shared, thank you. And I don't know if you had mentioned that earlier and I didn't write your name down. So thank you very much for letting me know again. So do we want circle, or do we want, is this called a hexagon? Hexagon. Thank you. Okay, Donna, hexagon wins. So I know I want both of these because I want to frame that out. Okay. So let's just tuck those aside. Where is my little mini? And you know what? I think I forgot to bring a scrap. Oh no, I didn't. Of soft succulent. Okay. I am right-handed, but let's roll this. Come on, there we go. I'm going to show you circle for greeting and stop sign for behind. That would have looked cool. It's too late. It's too late. It's too bad that there's this delay, right? Like I think on YouTube, it's probably immediate, but on Facebook, there's almost a 30-second delay. Let's put, if I put that, I don't know that I'll ever use this again, but I do this so often. I'm like, oh, if I put that right in the middle, then I'll have a panel for another card, and I never end up using it. Okay, let's wheel that this way. But I like that idea, Shell. I'll have to give that a go because I Yeah, that goes opposite with my brain. I'm like, if you cut a circle, you cut a circle. If you get right. So, but to change it up, like, why not? Okay, so here we've got this that I can set aside so I can use that for a card. I probably never will. So I threw it in the trash. Lucy, can you believe it? I threw it in the trash. Here we go. Let's get that mounted on that. And I didn't bring any embossing folders. This would look really cute if you embossed this, but I'm not going to. Grab your Tombow, just because, or whatever adhesive you like. I grab my Tombow. I'm just a Tombow girl. I like my wiggle room. Put that down on here, and we're going to start mounting our card. And I'm going to show you a new favorite tool that I have. So you know how I use my pressure tool? I want to show you. Yeah, Lucy, I can't believe you said that. Oh dear. Because Lucy, if I'm remembering, there we go, back to the remembering. You are not a saver like I am. So here's a new favorite tool. It's called the CAT. It means Cheryl's alignment tool. So we have a friend, and it looks really weird, I know. No insult intended, Darlene. But it looks like, what? That's what I meant by weird. More kind of like, what are you doing? This is a great tool for people that have a really hard time eyeballing straight. Now, I know I don't, but sometimes, and you can use this for scrapbooking, you can use this for drawing a straight line. So here's your base, and there's also an add-on. So on here, you've got your measurements. So that's 1/8, that's 1/4. So it grows up in the increments of 1/8 inch. You're going to take your card base and put that down. And the next one that I want to put in is this panel. So instead of just putting it down like so, if I'm having a hard time with straight placement, you want to make sure, kind of like when you're cutting, you want to make sure that your card base is right up in, sorry, all that noise, right up in the corner. Okay, let's get our adhesive down. So I've got the purple one, so that's the 1/8. Okay, let's make sure I'm in the window here. Make sure that you don't put your glue too close to the edge. Pick that up. My card base is right up in the corner. I've got this template down. I am going to lay that down and use that as alignment. But now, and I'm not going to show you yet, okay? And if you do want to order one of these, fire me an email, denisewillerton@gmail.com, and I will get Darlene to get a hold of you. So here is our one sheet wonder that we created. Okay. Now I want this to be paneled in there. So I go from 1/8 to, oh, you are going to see it because when I take that off, ta-da! Do you see that? Now I'm going to take the 1 1/4. So I'm just going up by increments. But if I wanted a bigger border, instead of grabbing the 1 1/4, I could grab the 1 1/2, right? You fit that in, you put your adhesive down, you go right in the corner, and you're going to have perfect placement. Say that fast 10 times. Can you use that in the Stamparatus? No, I don't believe you can. No, I don't believe you can. So here is the 1 1/4, and that's the reason why they're all in different colors. So unlike the pressure tool where you could order any color that you want, I want to make sure I'm in the corner. With the CAT, this is called the CAT, it doesn't you can't select the color that you want, okay? So now I'm going to put adhesive behind the DSP that we just created from our One Sheet Wonder. Pick that up. Everything is tucked up in the corner. And let's put that down. And ta-da! Is that ridiculous or what? Sorry, it just is, and I'm not sorry. Now, so then from the 1/4 inch, I could move up to a 1/2 inch if I wanted to make yet another panel. And then I could go up to 3/8 of an inch. Oh no, I guess I would go 3/8 of an inch and then 1/2 an inch, okay? You have to know your math, I guess. Now, there is another piece, and you know what? It fits beautifully in the box that birthday calendar thing came in. This is called the add-on, okay? So it does not come with a base. It just comes with even bigger, what am I trying to say? Bigger spacing. Like, do you see that? This is what fits in there, okay? So this is just going to give you bigger spacing. Let's say I have a really hard time lining up my sentiments so that they're straight. See how crooked that is? I could decide, I think this is the largest one. This is 1 inch because the numbers, that's 3/4. That's probably 5/8, and that is 7/8. Okay, I want 1 inch. So let's say I want my sentiment around there, but I really, really want to make sure that I'm square. Look at, I can tuck that in and use that also. And it doesn't have to be straight. I should have used a circle because you could still use this with your circle, because you could imagine there's your circle, how you can still get perfect placement. If I take this, you'll see that better. So we're pretending that that's the element that I just cut. So I can still get that tucked in nice and tight, and then I know that I'm going to be square. Okay, I want, and I'm going to leave that here because that's where I want it. I'm going to put dimensionals. Am I making sense? So this is the add-on, okay? What is the name for it? Can I buy it in Germany? You know what, Regina, you can't. My girlfriend here in Canada makes them, but I can get you in touch with her because I don't know the ins and outs of that part. But it is a great tool, especially if going straight and square is a little bit challenging or difficult for you. Okay, there you go. You know what? Maybe I do want my minis because I want this in every little corner, like so. I know here in Winnipeg, Regina, which is the city that we live in, there are several stores. I want one in the middle. I don't want this to concave. There are several stores here in the city that do carry it. I don't know what shipping would be to Germany. I think it's thin enough that it doesn't have to go as a parcel, but I will get Darlene's contact info to you. Darlene, unless you want to type in your email address right here, you can go right ahead and do that. So I have removed the backing from my sentiment. Okay, I want that square in my card. I'm using my cat as my, oh, I wanted to put ribbon behind there. Oh, well, too late. I'm using my cat as my perfect placement so that I'm square. Okay, so look at that. Like everything is square. I love the cat. Even though I personally do not have a hard time with eyeballing, but you know what? I've been playing with it, and the more I play with it, the more I realize that, you know what? I love this because I don't have to think. What is the price? Donna, off the top of my head, I don't know. Darlene, I don't know if it's interesting to see how you work with the top corner. Oh, and you always have it at the bottom. No, I'm up at the top. I'm always up at the top. Darlene, I'm assuming that you're still here. If you could let us know what the price is, if you're okay with your email address, or I can get that to you. Donna, I honestly don't know what the price is. I paid for it, but ask me to remember what I paid for it. Sorry, not there. I wanted to put ribbon behind there. I wanted to show you something. So if I take, and let's stay in the silver. So I've got the Simply Elegant, and I've got the Soft Succulent Open Weave. Here's something that I saw a while ago, and I'm going to cut about 14 inches. And my nice scissors are a stone throw away. I'm going to cut 14 inches. I'm going to see if I can get my sentiment off. Donna, there's curling on TV. Did you know that? There is curling on TSN1. Donna's usually the one that tells me when there's curling on. Now, I do need my other scissors. I wish Stampin' Up! Would bring these back. These are for fabric only for me. So these are my ribbon scissors, or if I'm sewing, I want to try and get that straightened out a little bit. Just using my bone folder and my thumb so it's not so... Okay. Yeah, you know what? I saw that there was a lot on YouTube. I don't mind the commentary, so when I'm on YouTube, you kind of miss it in a way. So I am just cutting down the center of my soft succulent. Not doing a great job of staying straight. I need a tool. I need a tool for that. Darlene might have scooted away. But ladies, I will get her contact info to you. I love my cat. And I love my pressure tool. And there we go. Okay, so I've cut that in half. And let's see. Please come off. Ta-da! If you're really careful, I'm excited to see who's going to win this. There's just something about behind a sentiment like this, putting a ribbon down. Okay. There we go. Okay, which way does this open? I'm going to have to use my cat again. I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to take my Simply Elegant trim, and I am going to wrap that around my fingers. And when my two ends meet, that's when I know I am where I want to do. Now, here's a little trick that my friend Chez showed me, because I could never do this. So now it's together like I've got my center squished. Thanks for sharing, Jenna. Oh, did Jenna say something and I missed it? Oh, Lorraine. Hi, I have a Lorraine on here already, so I was wondering. Welcome here, Lorraine. And Jenna, yes, thank you for sharing. Lorraine, I don't know if you can see all these little names down the side. One of the reasons why... Oh, and Jenna, did I put your name down? Jenna, I did not. Jenna shared. So Jenna's name goes in the draw for this card. So now I wrapped it around my fingers. My two ends meet, and so then I kind of squish it. And then if I twist it, and this is where I was always going wrong because I could not get that down. I'm going to take a glue dot, and now I'm live, so hopefully it still works, because I don't know if you have that problem too, where it's like, it works when I'm alone, and all of a sudden now I'm live and it's giving me action. Let's grab a glue dot, and I want to grab it on my Take Your Pick tool because I'm not certain how this is going to land. And I'm going to put that in the middle, like so, and let's put that down right there. I don't mind if my open ends stick out, but, oh, and I should have looked to see which way it was going. I kind of want it left, right, and not top, bottom. So let's give that a little twist. There we go. I like that better. And now let's get, and so now I've got this 14 inches already cut down the center. So let's get our cat out once again, put our card right up in the corner, grab our 1 inch. See how there is a number? I'm upside down to you, 1 inch. We're going to put this track right in there. My card is up in the corner. Now, because I did rip I gently ripped my sentiment out of there, I just want to kind of re-adhesive. If that's not a word, it is now. I want to re-adhesive that. And we're using our cat for perfect placement so that I know that my hexagon is square, right? There you go. $25, and the add-on is, okay, so with the add-on, you don't get the platform, okay? So you need to know that. The platform comes with the cat that has the 1/8 inch increments, okay? Lori, I love it, Lori, and welcome here. I don't know that that I have seen you here before, but welcome here. So there is, and that one didn't stay down only because I gently took it off because I realized I wanted a ribbon back there. Let's see if I can fluff that up a little bit better. I'm stuck back there. Let's get a little dot of glue there and a little dot of glue there. Who is going to try the one sheet wonder? There we go. Now that is going to stay down. Let's just give it a press for a minute. Donna, I love mine. I love my pressure tool. I love my cat. And Darlene's email address, did you post that, hon? No, but I can, I will get that. I will get that to you. It's not staying down because I tore it off and now I've got adhesive back there. We need some gems. We can't not gem this, right? Okay, there we go. So another question, and because it's a one sheet wonder, I get to do this 3 more times. I also pre-did these, but because I'm in the grays and the silver, I should have done that on silver foil, not gold. So that's a no. This is too bright. I'm thinking the opal rounds. I'm thinking the opal rounds, unless somebody else has another suggestion, and I will wait on that. Lori, I use my pressure tool every time, and I am a Stamparatus girl. Today with the one sheet wonder, and actually when I do these one sheet wonders, that's really, for the most part, the only time that I use my blocks, because I'm a Stamparatus snob. So yeah, Susan, give it a try. I would love to see what you do. And if you post a picture and tag me, I will put that on my Facebook page. It's so fun. And again, credit to this technique that I learned, although I don't nail it like Ruth does, but Ruth Thrice, and I believe she's from I said it at the beginning. And now it's gone. New Zealand, does that make sense? And Ruth, I apologize. So I'm going to go with opal rounds unless I hear something different. Sorry, I'm trying to get to it. That's all the crinkle. But I think the opal rounds would look stunning on here. I've got one lonely one sitting. Sorry, crinkle, crinkle. Let's get some opal rounds on there. Elegant, elegant. Wales. Could be, you know what, Donna? Could be. Very much so. She's a lovely, lovely lady. We've chatted several times. Let's put one right here. Yeah, I'm loving the opal rounds. I believe she is from Wales. Her husband's a pastor. And see, I'm overthinking, right? I'm like, where do I put this? I'm going to put that right there. And of course, we need one more. Got to do it in 3s or 5s. I don't want it in a straight line. I kind of want it triangle-y, if that is a word. Okay, so there is the card. We created our own DSP. I'm ready to create 3 more. I am definitely and maybe it's because I create for a high-end jewelry store here in Winnipeg that I've gotten in the habit of creating assembly line. But I create assembly line. I love the card too. And yeah, and you know what? So here we go. This is a portrait. So we can take this little piece, and I think I need to cut it down just a smidge. And I don't want to trust that I'm going to do it perfectly straight. So let's cut that down to 4 inches. I could have used my snips, but you know what? If I'm not perfectly straight, it's going to bug me very badly. Let's get a little bit of adhesive back there. Thought I lost my silicone mat yet again. I don't know if you were on my live a few weeks ago where I lost one of my dies. And so after my live, I called my girlfriend and we were chatting. And she's like, did you look under your stamparatus? And I'm like, oh, and there it was, stuck to the magnet under my stamparatus. So with the little strip that we cut off from the excess, there it goes. Now, if the card was landscape, it would go there, like so. Okay, let's get those that shared onto the wheel. I always forget how to do this. And so next week, I will be in Vancouver for on stage. And so I will not be doing a live, okay? So we've got Karen and Lucy and Dar. Sorry for the lack of caps, Karen, Lucy, Dar, my friend that creates all these wonderful tools, Karen, Lucy, Dar, Regina, Regina, Lorraine, Susan, Jenna, Regina, Lorraine. Having a brain freeze here. Susan, I'm like, how do you, whoops. You can see what I'm doing, can't you? Susan and Jenna. I'm going to come back, make sure that I got everyone. Did I forget anyone? Thank you, Dar. So I've got Kathy, Karen, Lucy, Dar, Regina, Lorraine, Susan, and Jenna that have shared. Did I miss anyone? Did I? I don't think I did, but you know what? You never know. Let me go back. Susan, I've got you. And I'll have to, Darlene, did you write down the names of the people that were interested in the cat? Because I didn't while I was creating. So if you would be so kind as to write down the people that were interested so I could share your info with them. So if you could write down Regina, who else was interested? Kathy, I can't remember. Donna was interested. Shell was interested. And I think that's it. Okay. And Donna, okay, Donna's going to get a hold of you. And so here we go. Okay, let's go back to the wheel. For those that shared, I'm going to shuffle once, shuffle twice, shuffle 3 times. Let's give it a spin. Let's give it a spin. And the winner is, oh, I can't see. Regina, this card is on the way to Germany, ladies and gentlemen. So Regina, I have I do have your address because I have sent you cards before, but you have won today's card, and now I get to create 3 more. Okay, so congratulations. Ladies, thank you so much for hanging out with me here this morning. Again, I will be in Vancouver next week and the week after, so there will be no Facebook lives unless I kind of do an impromptu while I'm there. I will see you when I get back. Have a great 2 weeks, and thank you for popping by and making my day. We'll talk to you all later. Bye now.